Hello, my name is Jason Lahada, and welcome to your FAL Crypto Minute, your number one source for educational crypto content in under or around 10 minutes. Today's Thursday, September 1st, 2022, and on today's show, we're going to be going over the top 10 cryptos for the day, as well as Michael Saylor sued for tax fraud, and central banking leaders signal hawkish outlooks. All that and more on today's episode of the FAL Crypto Minute. But before we get into anything else, let's go over these top 10 cryptos for the day. At number 1, we have Bitcoin at $20,105, up 0.55%. At number 2, we have Ethereum at $1,586, up 2.60%. At number 3, we have Tether. At number 4, we have USDC. And at number 5, we have BNB at $278, up 0.07%. At number 6, we have Binance USD. At number 7 is XRP at 33 cents, up 1.82%. At number 8 is Cardano at 45 cents, up 2.50%. At number 9 is Solana at $31, up 0.095%. And at number 10, we have Dogecoin at 62 cents, up 1.87%. And that was your top 10 cryptos for September 1st, 2022. Moving into our first story, Michael Saylor is being sued for tax fraud. MicroStrategy and its founder Michael Saylor are being sued in civil court by Washington, D.C. Attorney General Karl Racine over allegations of tax fraud. The cloud-based computing company, the largest holder of Bitcoin among any publicly traded companies, has helped evade taxes he allegedly owes on hundreds of millions of dollars he's earned while living in D.C., Racine tweeted yesterday. Racine described Saylor as a billionaire tech executive who has lived in the district for more than a decade but has never paid any D.C. income taxes. According to a press release from Racine's office, Saylor is accused of avoiding paying income taxes in D.C. through an elaborate scheme between 2014 and 2020. Saylor is said to have claimed to be a Florida resident, a state without income taxes, but was living in D.C. throughout most of the year and was enthusiastically open about his loophole. Following a whistleblower lawsuit, Racine's office investigated the allegations and found that Saylor had dodged paying more than $25 million in income taxes. The suit alleges that MicroStrategy cooperated in the plan, including filing fake W-2 statements with his Florida residence. Racine estimates that Saylor and MicroStrategy could be in the water for more than $100 million between unpaid taxes and penalties. A decade ago, I bought a historic house in Miami Beach and moved my home there from Virginia, Saylor told Decrypt in a statement responding to the lawsuit. Although MicroStrategy is based in Virginia, Florida is where I live, vote, and have reported for jury duty, and it is at the center of my personal and family life. I respectfully disagree with the position of the District of Columbia and look forward to a fair resolution in the courts, he added. MicroStrategy has also disputed Racine's inclusion of the company in his action. The case is a personal tax matter involving Mr. Saylor, MicroStrategy said in a statement to Decrypt. The company was not responsible for his day-to-day affairs and did not oversee his individual tax responsibilities, nor did the company conspire with Mr. Saylor in the discharge of his personal tax responsibilities, the company said. The company said the D.C. Attorney General's accusations are false and we will defend aggressively against this overreach. This is the first case the Attorney General has brought up under the newly updated false claims law, he added, which encourages whistleblowers to report residents who evade our tax laws by misrepresenting their residence. With this lawsuit, we're putting residents and employers on notice. If you enjoy all the benefits of living in our great city while refusing to pay your fair share in taxes, we will hold you accountable, Racine added in a tweet thread. MicroStrategy holds 129,699 Bitcoin, or about $2.99 billion worth at today's prices, per the company's report, with the average price of purchase being around $30,664 a coin, which leaves the company currently in the red on its investment. Michael Saylor is a prominent figure in the crypto industry. This lawsuit follows his recent move away from being the CEO of MicroStrategy. This suit does not bode well for the largest holder of Bitcoin in the world. Moving into our next story. Central banking leaders signal hawkish outlooks. This past week, the Jackson Hole Economic Symposium took place and served as a wake-up call for those who grossly misrepresented the Federal Reserve's message from the past two FOMC meetings. Based on subsequent statements from members of the committee, September is likely to bring another rate hike to the tune of 50 to 75 basis points. The resolve of the Fed was cemented further by a speech from Chairman Powell and echoed by the New York Fed President John Williams and Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester. This week, traditional and crypto markets were in the red, reflecting the sentiments around a tighter policy projection. Jackson Hole offered a glimpse of what can be expected from the foremost central banking authorities from around the world, and a glaring split divides East and West. Unsurprisingly, the Federal Reserve, Bank of England, and European Central Bank reinforced stringent policy objectives in their fight against inflation. Powell's comments made it clear that the Fed has no intention of slowing its interest rate hikes by 2023, as many have bet. The Fed and its allies are resolute in combating inflation, even if it means that businesses and individuals will bear the brunt of the squeeze and economic growth slows. Powell's counterparts to the East are on a different path, but not one that the Fed could follow without a time machine. The central banks splintering from West, namely New Zealand and Korea, were among the first to pull the trigger on hiking interest rates back in 2021, while the West held off. Japan, the outlier of every central bank, maintains an interest rate of -1%, focusing on bolstering corporate profits and wages. Collectively, the objectives of the East remain focused on loosening rather than tightening policy. Despite their diverging tactics, everyone will suffer varying consequences. The yen, which lost nearly 4% this month, is at the mercy of the currency market's volatility. A stronger dollar impacts every currency as well as borrowing and trade. A hawkish West will continue to batter stocks and bonds, reminding everyone how globalization makes it nearly impossible for any state to be sufficiently insulated from widespread economic disparity. This is true for markets as well. What occurs in traditional markets is now commonly reflected in crypto. News from the Fed is followed with increased scrutiny, making it one of the most important indicators for how coins will perform. As the world's leading central banks have signaled a willingness to sacrifice economic growth in order to crush inflation, traders in all markets are bearish once again. Alright, and that was your FAL Crypto Minute for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter over at crypto_Lajara. That's crypto_LAJARA. You can follow the official FAL Crypto Consultants Twitter over at CryptoFAL. That's Crypto FAL. FAL is a one-stop shop for all your cryptocurrency needs, from answering questions for new people to bigger institutional clients. We're there for you. Regardless if you're a small business or a bank, we'll make sure to take a tailored approach to all your needs. Our team houses specialists in all areas of cryptocurrency, from mining, trading, creating NFTs, DAOs, staking and lending questions, to general market research. Go to cryptofal.com to learn more. Once again, this has been your FAL Crypto Minute. I'm Saylor, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.